Hello friends, my name is Akshat and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I've tried to explain the solutions of the numerical ability section that came in the sample test of national qualifier test, that is TCS NQT exam. Okay, so let's start with the question. This question says that A's capital exceeds B's capital by 20.5%. Okay, so you can say if B's capital suppose it is 100, then A's capital equals to 120.5. Why? Because if you will increase 100 by 20.5%, you will get A equals to 120.5. Okay. So the next line says, here it is a misprint in its paper, but I'll tell you what would be the correct alphabet or correct investment. Uh, Dash invests his capital at 20% per annum for 3 years, interest compounded annually. At what rate percentage per annum must A invest his capital at simple interest so that at the end of the 3 years both get the same amount? Okay, so you can see here that it's asking to calculate the rate of investment, uh, to calculate the rate of capital invested by A. Okay, so here it should be B. So it's saying that B invest his capital. Okay, B's capital is 100, rate is 20%, time equals to 3 years. Okay, so it is written that it is that the interest is compounded annually. So here we have to use the formula of compound interest. So you know the formula of compound interest is A equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of time. Okay, so this is the basically the formula of the compound interest to find out the amount. So you from here you can find out the amount. It would be principal is 100, 1 plus R by 100. What is R? R here is 20%, 20 by 100 to the power of T. And what's T here? T is 3 years. Okay, so you will get the amount equals to 172.8 after calculating it. So when we find out the amount, we can now know that the compound interest is, actually we don't need to find out the compound interest now. We now can move to the second part of the question, that it's asking that at what rate percentage per annum must A invest his capital, and A is investing his capital at simple interest. So what is the formula of simple interest? It is P into R into T divided by 100. Okay, so from here you can find out the simple interest. What is P here? P is here 125, 120.5. What is R? We have to find the R. And what is T? T is given as 3 divided by 100. When you will solve this, then you will be getting it as 18R divided by 5. You will get this approximate, you will get this value after solving it. Okay, you may solve it and do it yourself. I've directly written it because I've already solved it. Okay, so now we have been given the value of SI. Now it's written that both get the same amount. So we need to find out the amount developed from this interest that we got from this interest. Then amount in the case of simple interest is amount equal to simple interest plus principal. Okay. What is simple interest? Simple interest is 18R by 5. And what's the principal? Principal is again 120.5. So you will get this equation. Now we know that the value of this equation should be the value equals to this. Okay, now it's a simple equation that you have to now perform. 18R divided by 5 plus 120.5, this is equals to 172.8, because we know now, because we find out the value of amount and we have to equate it both so that we could find the rate. Okay, so now it's simply after you will solve uh, after you will solve it, you will get it as just a minute, 602.5 plus 18R, then this 5 would be moved here and it would be equal to 864. And when you will further try to solve the R, it would be 864 minus 602.5 divided by 18, that would be equals to 14.5278, and you can see the approximate value here it is given. So this is the correct option for this question. Okay, let's move to the next question. Yes. So this is basically speed and distance question based on train. So it says that trains A and B start moving at the same time from stations X and Y respectively towards each other on parallel tracks. After passing each other, A and B take X hours and 8 hours to reach Y and X respectively. If the speed of B is 25% more than that of A, then what is the value of X? Okay, so see in this question what it's given, basically that suppose this is the distance, this is X, this is Y. So A start moving from this point and B start moving from this point, and they travel towards each other. That means B travels this side and A travels this side, and suppose they meet at particular point called R. Okay, so it's saying that after B reaches this point, then to reach from R to X it is taking at 8 hours, and after A reaches to this point, then A is taking from R to Y X hours. So this is basically what question is. Now to solve this, there is a specific formula. So wherever you see that they are meeting at a common point, and then after meeting a common point, the hours are given to reach the destination. Then you can simply write the formula. The formula is S1 divided by S2 is equal to square root of 8 divided by square root of T2 divided by T1. Okay, let me write it down with pencil also. So it's basically S1 by S2 equals to under root of T2 by T1. So what this basically means, this is the speed of train A, this is speed of train B. This is time took by train B after meeting, and this is time took by train A after meeting. So now this is the simple formula and you can directly apply it here. So now we know the speed of train A is suppose A. Speed of A equals to suppose S1, and speed of B equals to 1.25 S1. Suppose it's S and 1.25 S. Why 1.25 S? Because it's written speed of B is 25% more. So when you will calculate 25% more, then you will reach this. Now what is time of A? Time of A is given as X, because you can see here that A and B take X hours and 8 hours. So A takes X and B takes 8 hours, and time of B equals to 8 hours. So if you will put these values into the equation, you will form an equation like this: 1 by 1.25 equals to square root of 8 by X. Okay, so it would be like 1 by 1.5625, because we will square both sides. We will square both sides to remove this square root part, and then it would be equal to 8 by X. So when will you swap, when will you send the value of x to the left hand side and 1.5625 to the right hand side. So this would be like 8 into 1.5625, that is equals to, here should be point, then it's equals to 12.5, and you can see 12.5 is given as an option. So this is the correct option here. Okay, let's move to the next question. This is a little different question. So this says we have been provided with a data, and then it's asking if x is the class mark of the model class and y is the upper limit of the median class, then the value of 2x plus y is. Okay, how to solve this? So let's first write down the values. Values of what? Values of a range like 0 to 10, it will be equals to 5. 10 to 20, it will be equal to 16 minus 5, that is 11. 20 to 30, it would be 28 minus 16, that is 12. 30 to 40, it will be equal to 42 minus 28, that is 14. And then 40 to 50, it is equals to 72 minus 42, that is equals to 30. Okay, why 0 to 10, 10 to 20? If you have a confusion related to it, then see that it is written here below 10 there are 5 students. Okay, it is then written below 20 there are 16 students. So below 20 is also a cumulative frequency with below 10. Okay, it's adding these values, it's adding 5 and 11. So only in this range there are 11 students, and in this range there are 5 students. So below 20 means the students of both these ranges sum together. So that is why it is 16, and so on for the further rows. Okay, now the question is saying if x is the class mark of the model class. So what is a model class? Model class is that particular class which has the highest frequency. So in this, which class is the highest frequency? This is this class, that is 40 to 50. Okay, so now we have to find the x is the class mark. How to find the class mark? If a range is given, that is 40 to 50, then you simply has to uh, take out the average, that is 45. So class mark equals to 45. Now it's saying, and y is the upper limit of the median class. So now what is median class? Median class, to calculate the median class, you have to calculate the whole frequency. We know that if we sum every value here in this particular column, then we will get a value of 72, because this is the total number of students. So to find the median, if the number is even, then you can simply divide it by 2. Or if the number is odd, then you will add 1 and then divide it by 2. So it is even here, so I have simply divided by 2 and it's 36. Now you need to understand where 36 value lies. Does it lie here? 36 which value? 36 the cumulative frequency value. That is in this table, you have to find out where it lies, not in this table. Okay. So 36, median, you understand that median is the, you don't have, you have to find the 36th student. In which class range does the 36th student lie? So it does not lie here, it lie in the range of below 40. And what is this range? This is this range, that is 30 to 40. And it's written here that we have to find y is the upper limit of the median class. So what is the upper limit? Upper limit is 40. Okay, so upper limit equals to 40. Now simply we have to find place it in the formula we have been provided here, that 2x plus y is, so 2 into 2 into x. What is x? X is class mark is 45, and then plus y. What is y? Y is the upper limit of the median class, so y is 40. So the answer is 130. So this is the correct option here, 130. Okay, let's move to the next question now. So here we have been provided with a pie chart, and then it's written that it is the breakup of the total number of employees of a company in its 5 offices in cities A, B, C, D, and E. So we have been provided with total number of employees 2400. Okay. Now the question says, if 1/3 of the total number of employees of the company in offices in cities B and D are shifted to offices in cities C and E in the ratio 2:3, the difference between the number of employees in offices in cities C and E is. So basically it's saying that uh, employees are picked up from the cities B and D in this particular number, and they are shifted to offices C and E. So they are basically transferred to office C and E in this specific ratio. And now we have to find the difference between the C and E. Okay. So to approach this question, first you have to find out the 1/3 of employer, that is 1/3 of the total number of employees. Total number is 2400 of the company in offices in cities B and D. So you have to sum up both B and D because you have to find the total number of employees in cities B and D together. So what is B here? B here is 108 degree and E here is 36 degree. So 108 and plus 36. Okay. Now what this pie chart means, pie chart, it is given, it is actually in a ratio form. The total number of degrees of a circle, as you know that the complete degree is 360 degree. Okay, so to find out the respective value, you have to divide it by 360. Hope you got my point. I have first summed the degrees of B and D, that is 108 and 72. We know that this is in a ratio type of form. So I have now divided by 360 to find the exact total number of employees that are shifted to in cities C and E. So when will you equate, you will get this value as 320. So 320 employees are shifted to cities C and E. Okay. So now you have to find out the number of employees in city C. Number of employee in city C. So what's that? That is simply 63 divided by 360 and into total number of employees. So that is 420. Then we have to find it in the city E. What is city E? It is here 36 degree divided by 360, that is the radius of complete circle, that is the degree of complete circle, and this is then the number of employees in city E is 240. Now the question is saying that this particular 320 employees are shifted to city C and E in what ratio? In 2:3. So now you have to simply find the ratio, that how is this ratio is given. To find it, suppose the value is 2x plus 3x uh, equals to 320. Okay, so it is 5, sorry, so it is 5x equals to 320. Therefore x equals to 320 divided by 5, that is sorry, that is 320 divided by 564. When I solved it, the answer was, I've done something wrong. Okay, here the cities B and D. B is 108 degree and D is 72 degrees. So it is actually 72 here, not 36. I'm extremely sorry for my fault. So now it is 400. Okay. So now the equations changes here also, that it is equals to 400. This is equals to 400. And now I have to find the value of 400 divided by 5, that is equals to 80. So this means that one part of x, that is x equals to 80. And now the transfer is done, that 2x is shifted to city C. So 2x to C, that is 2 into 80, that is equals to 160 to city C, and 3x to D, 3x to E, that is 3 into 80 equals to 240 to city E. So now you have to add in this. Okay, so total in city C equals to 420 plus 160, that is equal to 580. Total in city E equals to 240 plus 240 plus 240. Okay, you are getting my values that I have picked 420 from here and 160 from here. So I have summed both the values, that this value. Now what is question asking? The question asking the difference between the number. So we can see the difference is 580 minus 480, that is equals to 100. So this is the correct answer of this question. Hope you liked my explanation. And if there is any query related to the question or TCS NQT, then you may write it down in the comment section. I'll try to resolve everything. And please feel free to share and like this video with your friends and subscribe the channel. Thank you.